Speaking of Trump, Brad, he's ordered the Secret Service to provide him with every bit of information about his two would-be assassins. I'm just curious about this, that so long after those assassination attempts, and there's nothing more serious than the attempt to kill a Republican presidential nominee, but we still don't have all the details. Can you explain to me, as an American, why is it that Trump is having to basically lobby the Secret Service to give us all the details?
Well, I think there's been a total lack of curiosity from the mainstream media in terms of demanding these details and reporting on them in depth. I do wonder if we'd seen the same kind of thing towards a President Obama or Biden or Kamala Harris, I would have been equally horrified because, like you said, that kind of thing just has no place in politics in a civilized country. But I think we'd still be hearing about it every single day, even months later, whereas it's kind of just fallen off the radar and people have moved on to other things. There is a double standard with this kind of stuff where the media doesn't put the same scrutiny and demand the same amount of attention on things like this when they happen to Republicans. They kind of cover them and then just move along. But when they happen to Democrats, they kind of milk them for all that it's worth. So I put part of the blame for what you're describing on the genuine lack of curiosity from the American press about this stuff. You really would have thought that it would have gotten much more attention and scrutiny by now, but they took their foot off the gas, and so we still don't know nearly as much as we should.
I mean, it's such a shame that, this is very serious. 2 assassination attempts. You'd think that there would be curiosity. It's bizarre that it's not. Now, look, we have to ask you about this, Brad, because this week you took on the lefties over at CNN, and we've loved watching you on CNN here. You took them to task. Let's have a look.
Terrorizing Americans.
It's not terrorizing to get an offer.
You want the tiny violin out for the people being offered 8 months of paid vacation.
You may not care about
Tell that to
CIA
Americans who can't afford groceries. 8 months of paid vacation.
What does that have nothing to do with it?
For me,
because these people buy groceries too. Because they are Americans who buy groceries.
And they're very well
losing
paid.
their job.
And they work for taxpayers.
Oh, Brad, tell us, what was it like over at the Liberal Network? You made your grand appearance. How was it?
Well, it was going into the lion's den. It was quite the experience. I worry we live in different realities, and I do think I live in a different reality than some of my panelists on the left side of the aisle, because they genuinely think Trump is terrorizing federal employees. That's the word they used, by offering them the chance, if they want, to resign and get 8 months paid severance. That is a very generous package. It is not even a termination or anything like that. So I just find that absurd. But it is good to have that dialogue, talk to people across the aisle. We need more of it. And I'd love to do it again.
Absolutely. Good on you for doing it. We loved watching your segments. Brad Polumbo, always a pleasure to speak with you. Thank you so much for helping us make sense of America once again.